It's all about the sinking of the steamship Caribou. All Newfoundlanders, young and old, know well of her sad demise. And why down in the ocean deep her tragic body lies. 'Twas the 14th of October in the midst of the Second World War. So why, you ask, would Newfoundland from the battlefield so far? And why on earth should innocents, as their daily lives pursued, be victims of that awful night on the steamship Caribou? Ben Taverner's Pride was as fine a ship ever built in Rotterdam. She plied the strait from Sydney's port to the Isle of Newfoundland. Only a common passenger ship with a simple job to do, with no regard for far-off wars, was the good ship Caribou. That night, not far from Port aux Basques, the U-boat 69 could clearly see the Caribou with the Grand Mere well behind. Why the escort wasn't in the lead was hard to justify, but her captain Cuthbert had no choice, he must not question why. As Captain Taverner walked the bridge, so deep was his dismay that he never could convince command that he should sail by day. 'Twas after 3 in the early morn, with 20 miles to go, when his haunting fear was realized and he felt his ship explode. How can we say what happened next? It cannot be expressed. God knows that terror has no bounds for the helpless faced with death. She carried 191 and 46 in crew in the bitter cold Atlantic Sea, about to meet their doom. Now Captain Graff, whose German sub was called the Laughing Cow, so sinister the coward mind, he must be laughing now. He knows that common folk will die all in their innocence. You'd think 'twould make that iron cross weigh heavy on his chest. The rest of this great tragedy has often been retold, how God and man worked hand in hand to save 100 souls, and add to that the miracle of a baby kept alive. Though God once stopped the will of man, perhaps he favored science. Ye bastards who have done this deed, you've now all turned to clay. But memories of our loved ones lost still linger to this day. 'Cause bravery in the face of hell, well, even war endure. like that displayed that awful day on the steamship Caribou. Perhaps I should not mention this, but it reminds me deep inside of a certain sad September morn when the world stood paralyzed, when cowardice our freedom stole like it did in 42. On that sad, dark, drear October morn, on the good ship Caribou. On that sad, dark, drear October morn, on the steamship Caribou.
Good morning. My friend was a cousin to my husband, Greg, and he was born in Newfoundland. And he was in the Navy, and he wanted me to go over to meet his parents with his cousin. She was going, so that was the reason why I was going with her. And so it was the first time on a boat for me. It was like as if though I was going on a cruise, but it was far from a cruise. About 7 o'clock, we got right on the caribou, and we walked around, but we left when it was getting dark, I guess around 11 o'clock. She went up in her booth right away because she was get seasick, and I was sitting down in the lower booth, and I thought, oh, this is nice. So she's gone right to bed. I'm not even seeing anything. There was a girl came right across, and she said to me, "Beautiful girl, beautiful." And she said to me, "Do you know where we can get coffee?" Oh, that was right up my alley. And so I said, "Well, let's go and look." And we did, and we found somebody. So into the stores there, and they were very nice to us, and they made us coffee, and we were talking for a while. So it was about 12 o'clock when we went down. And I was just taking the hasp off my jacket. I had a nice fur jacket, and I ordered from Eaton's. And I was just taking that off when I was not, oh my God, we're torpedoed. And by the time I got up, the water was up. And I looked across to see if I could see the girl, like I hollered to her, "Come on." And there was a lady there on her knees praying, a little old lady. And she was praying, so I guess, I don't know, maybe she blocked her or something, but I've never seen her. And I ended up in the water, like on the boat, holding on the rail, and went down. And when I came up, like with the suction, and then I was floating around. And Marg was hollering, she was screaming, and a man grabbed a hold of me, and I could swim. It was a very good swim, I'll have to say that. So I was right in the water, side in the water, and everybody was out there. There was they were all hollering and all so upset. Oh my God, and that's all that I heard, So this man grabs me by the head, and he's pulling me down. He said, "My wife is gone, my children are gone, and I'm not going to die alone." And of course, I got very scared then, and I got away from him, and I found another piece of wreckage there, and I'm holding on to it. It was very cold, and then I was floating around there for a while, and I was sure I was gone. I was up, praying, I was praying. My mom would be so upset about me, and as I didn't mind, you think of everything, and your life, like everything flashes in front of you, and then I'm holding on, and I've fallen asleep, just about fallen asleep, and somebody I heard this voice, "There's room for one on the raft here." I thought, oh, I can't swim that, I'm gone, and all of a sudden, I don't know whether you're going to believe this or not, but it was like lightning struck my body, and I just took off, and I started swimming, and I passed this, whoever it was in the water that was swimming for the boat too, and I got up there, and they pulled me on, the raft, I should say, and they pulled me on, and then a few minutes later, it was a sailor or a gentleman came on, and they told him that there's no more room. So I said, oh my God, you have to let him on, So they moved over, and everybody put their feet in the water to give him room. And, you know, if you would have thought about sharks at that time, it would have been terrible. The lifeboats were destroyed. There was only a few rafts floating around. I think there was only about 4 rafts that had people on. And we were on that raft, and everybody was singing hymns, "Nearer to God to Thee." And 7 o'clock in the morning, when it was daylight, when they took us on. It was the Grand Mayor. It picked us up. I've never forgotten nothing. I've never forgotten nothing. You'll never forget it. Never, never, never. That's one thing you'll never forget. Every day I thank God for my life. I've been blessed. I have been blessed. But, I must tell you this. The girl that I told you that I had coffee with, her husband was in the Navy. He was stationed at Gander, and that's where she was going. She was young, like myself, 21, 22. And she showed me the slippers she bought him at the airport, you know, before she came here to North Sydney, because she took the plane. And he came after, and he to me and asked me if about her and that. And I'd never seen her after that, but I enjoyed her company, and she was a beautiful person. Yeah, she drowned. Yes, I felt bad about that, very bad about that, because she was so excited to go. She'd been the same as me the first time on a boat, I guess, I just told it once to the Spectator here.
How come you was on the cargo at that time? Were you coming home on leave?
Come home on leave. Yeah, come back from the Mediterranean.
Were you?
Yeah.
At the Mediterranean. So you were coming home on leave?
On leave, yeah.
Where did you get aboard to join the cargo to? In North Sydney?
North Sydney, yeah.
Get on in North Sydney?
Yeah.
Where were you two? Were you in your bunk or up on?
No, I was in sound asleep in bed, in the bunk. Yeah.
And what happened then?
Well, everything went black, see?
Did the boat just go right down the cargo?
Well, see, it was so short time. I'd say about in a few minutes, 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was gone.
She was gone, yeah.
What were you on? I did the rescue you. Were you on a piece of board or?
No, I got onto a raft when it come daylight.
When it come daylight?
Yeah.
So that doesn't take a while. Well, were you before that? Were you in the water all that
In the
time?
water all the time, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Could you swim?
Oh, yes, I could swim. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.